Hey, what's up, guys? Carl got back with a video, and today I'm going to do my What If series. What if Hinata was on Team 7, Part 6 there. So, in the last part, in Part 7 there, or not Part 7, but Part 5 there, we do see technically the preliminary rounds there. We're mostly going in the preliminary rounds. Sasuke was up first there. He mostly won his fight there against the guy there and stuff. Akashi took him away there to actually seal up the curse mark there. So we did see that there. Stuff plays out the same for the rest of the preliminary rounds there. Hinata versus Neji there. Technically, Neji was about to he technically hurt Hinata there, or he was trying to kill Hinata there, and then Naruto fucking loses it there. He loses it there, crushing the thing there, mostly seeing the Kurama eyes and mostly the Kurama's teeth there, and then he like jumped down. He's like ah, and then he was about to punch Neji there. And technically, Neji, he was technically shaken up there from seeing Naruto there, and then everyone was like, "Oh crap, no, not this again," and stuff like that. Even Akashi has to hold Naruto back there, and they go into the mostly the preliminary rounds are over, and then we have our fights there. Might actually play out I think the fights play out the same. They mostly announce it there. Sakura will be facing Tamaru there because she did one against Ino there, so she might fight her and stuff like that. So the preliminary rounds are like good luck for you in the next round there. Naruto there was actually with Hinata there, and she was actually saying something about her clan there. So Naruto kind of a little bit understands about the clan there and stuff. But, and then mostly goes to Akashi's there saying he needs to train him there, like it happens like in the original series. He was getting chased down by the guy with the glasses there, and he mostly catches him up there. That still plays out the same. He does the water technique there. He falls in because of the prime prawn seal there, and then and he's like, "Me mind spine on the woman," and then wham, and he's like, "You idiot!" He's like, you're gonna get us caught there," and that's where part 5 ends. So it was going to part 6 there. What if Hinata was on Team 7 there? So, Naruto mostly. I think Naruto being dry there. He's like mostly Naruto, like he does say in the original series. He's like you knocked down my teacher there and stuff. He's like, "Who are you, you perv?" And he's like you're just a perv. They're spying on the women, and they're like, "Oh my god." The women, like, he's like, "No, not my research," and stuff. And he's like, and then he's like, "Who are you?" He's like, "Well, you think I'm the master Jiraiya," and stuff like that. I might see him do it, and then he's like, there. And mostly he's like, "Later, kid." He's like, and then mostly Naruto, like he does in the original series. I think he does follow him like in the original series there. Mostly we do see Hinata mostly recovering there from in the hospital there. We do see her mostly recovering there from the fight Neji there. Neji comes in. I think Neji doesn't really come in, but Hiyashi comes in there, Hinata's father, and he's like, "I'm really, really upset with Neji there. I know he hurt you there, Hinata," and stuff. And he's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh yeah, thanks, father," and stuff like that. He's like, "I need to talk to him and stuff." She's like, "No, there. I know that. I know. Something went really, really wrong there, and I seen this before there." And mostly she was talking about Naruto there. she's like, yeah, my teammate, Naruto there, she, I seen something there, uh, with my Byakugan there, like a long time ago, where he had like red chakra there and stuff, and I also seen him like having those whiskers and sharp teeth. What's going on with Naruto fodder and stuff? And he and Mosniashi doesn't want to explain this to Hinata there. He doesn't want to explain this there, and Hinata was mostly worried about Naruto there, and he's like, well, mostly if you uh, get out there, we can actually get you mostly training there and stuff like that. So the training there, I think it plays out the same there. I think it plays out the same. Naruto does the cheat toad and all that stuff. I think that's still happens there. Oh, where am I? Why throw me into a ditch there when Naruto actually summoned that with Kurma's chakra there, and mostly they mostly do that stuff there. Mostly the day before when they actually been into the fight there, Naruto says mostly goes into the thing there, and they're like, they're waiting for Sasuke and stuff like that. And he told Neji there, Naruto, I might see Naruto telling Neji this. He's like, you hurt my teammate, and I really want to knock your. He's like, I want to knock your teeth in there. He's like, Naruto is actually saying, I'm gonna knock your. There. He's like, I'm gonna kick your ass there. What you did to Hinata. I want to kick your ass so hard there. So even Naruto is still fuming at this point there, going against you. He's like, well, you don't have that much there. He's like, really, you want me to go against you? So the first matchup is Naruto versus Neji. So they mostly have the fight there. I think it kind of plays out the same a little bit. But Naruto, he mostly was like throwing hands, using shadow clones and stuff like that. Neji does his gentle fist there and stuff, and then mostly Naruto, he just comes out full force. He's like shadow clone jutsu, and then mostly he boom boom hits Neji in the face there. Neji can't keep up there. Mostly he is still pissed off at this point there. He is still raging. I think he activates the Fox's chakra a little bit early. I think he gets a little bit more enraged there, except mostly full enraged like he was in the last part. I think he's gonna go out and he's like, I'm gonna get you there, and then mostly Neji trying to do there and trying to use his thing there. Naruto's already activated his orange cloak there at this point, so he was like trying to like throw some hands there and stuff, and then mostly Naruto made a shadow clone there. He's like shadow clone jutsu, and then mostly made like 1,000 clones there, like he does in the original series. They get bounced off there. Neji pushes Naruto, hits him on the ground. He's like, you're pretty weak there, and he's like, you don't understand the branch family there. He's like, I don't care if she's on your team there. I'm gonna take you out. And then mostly punches the ground there, and it was a poof. It was a shadow clone. And he's like, wait, what? A shadow clone? And then Naruto just comes up, boom, uppercuts Neji there, knocking him back, and then he gets another like fist in the face, boom, and he flies right into the wall there. He flies right into the wall. I might see Naruto make him fly right into the wall, and he is completely knocked out. Neji is completely fucking knocked the fuck out at this point. So, and he's like, maybe next time do not do that to your siblings there and stuff. He's like, well, I guess I can't have no chance there. So, and he's like, I might have to say something to Hinata there. So, Neji there, mostly out of the thing there, out of the fray. Hinata does come in. I think Hinata does come in, and congratulates Naruto. She's like, I am pretty happy you won, Naruto, but you had to go that hard against brother Neji there. He's like, well, the way he kind of did to you, Hinata, I mostly did this because I offended you. He's like, I actually care about you more. And then mostly Yata's face gets super beat red. She's like, ah, and stuff. I might see that happening and stuff like that. She might get super beat red there. Um, so the other fights are playing out the same there. The Gara and Sasuke fight plays out the same. Mostly when Gara was using his like sand coffin thing there. Uh, Mostly Sasuke using his Chidori. He's using his Chidori there, and mostly Hinata actually activate her Byakugan. She's like, wait, what type of chakra is this there? And mostly explains like he does in the original series. And Hinata's like, wow, this is like a lot of chakra. Even my Byakugan is actually seeing how much chakra Sasuke is mostly gaining there. He's trying to kill Gara there and stuff. And then mostly he comes in there and hits the Gara there. And he's like, my blood and all that stuff there that still happens there. They put everybody in a genjutsu there. Mostly Hinata and everybody else like releases it there. This time there, I think Hinata might actually go with mostly Akashi was actually saying to Naruto and Hinata there, saying, go after Sasuke. Go after Sasuke there. Go after Sasuke there. He's the one that went after Gara there, so technically he's mostly going after Gara there for what he was actually doing there. She's like, they're like, right, and stuff. Mostly Sasuke's fight plays out the same with Tamari and Kankuro. Fights Shino there. I might see that happening still, like in the original series. And then Gara just comes in and he's like, Sasuke, you're mostly doomed there. I think Sakura follows Naruto and Hinata there. She follows Naruto and Hinata there. Sasuke mostly was fighting fucking Gara. That still happens there. Naruto comes and kicks Gara there and stuff. Sakura gets pinned by the tree there. Hinata's like, I got you. I'm gonna get you free, Sakura. And then she was mostly using gentle fist there, and then it's mostly crushing. Sakura's like and stuff. And then mostly Naruto was not Naruto, but Sasuke was telling Naruto and Hinata, he's like, both of you get out of here. They're like, how about Sakura there and stuff, and that's what Hinata was actually saying. She's like, get her free and then get out of here and stuff. I can handle it. And Naruto was like, no, I can handle this. And then Naruto does his shadow clones there. I think he does the Uzumaki Mirage there, like he does like in the original series. I might see that happening. So stuff plays out the same. I think in this part, Orochimaru versus the Third Hokage played out the same. Gaara and Naruto's fight play out the same there. He like does the 1,000 Years of Death there and stuff. But Hinata there, she might mostly join the fray and mostly she does her Jutsu fists on Gaara. He's like, damn. He's like, that damn Hyuga girl, I need to kill her and stuff. And then mostly Naruto does it there, mostly summoning. Mostly he summons the Shikaku there. Shikaku comes. He's like, I'm back, baby. And mostly Hinata and Naruto is like, come on, we need to do this there. We need to fend this off there. And mostly he summons the Chicho. And he's like, give me fangs and claws there. He's like, Shikaku the. He's like, well, technically first he says Shikaku the Sand Spirit. He might be tough there, and like it does like in the original. Mostly with Hinata's powers, or mostly with Hinata's chakra there. She jumps on the cheap toe. She's like, I can help you with this, Naruto. I can help you. Definitely, I can help you there. He's like, you both can go take a hike there. They're like, and then Naruto's like, you dumb ass toad, and stuff. And then he's like, don't say that to Hinata and stuff. And he's like, oh, that's your little girlfriend. It's Hinata and stuff like that. And mostly they attack there against Gaara there. fight plays out the same. He does his air. Shikaki does his air bullets. Shibito does his water bullets, and mostly Naruto there turns into the Nine Tails. He's like, give me fangs and claws there. And mostly Hinata, she comes in the fray and tries to wail on fucking Gaara there, but mostly she gets knocked back. And it really pisses Naruto off. It really pisses him off because he's seen her getting knocked out again there. And he's like, you bastard. And then he's like, transform. And then mostly the Nine Tails are like, and then mostly Sasuke was like, wait, what is that? He's like, wait, that, don't tell me that's the, and then mostly freaking Naruto grabs it. He's like, do it, get there. He's like, wake up, motherfucker. Boom, he hits him in the head. He's like, one more time, boom. And mostly wakes up Gaara there. He's like, mostly Shikaku's like, I just got here. And mostly they collide, they punch each other in the face there. They punch each other in the face there and stuff. And then mostly Naruto is actually saying stuff to Gaara, saying how he knows how his pain is and stuff like that. Stuff plays out the same there. And then we get into the third Hokage's funeral. That still plays out the same like in the original story. Everybody's like sad the third died. And then technically Hihashi was actually saying to what Ruka said to Naruto in the original series there to Hinata, and also Ruka was saying that to Naruto there. So yeah, and that's where the what if ends. So yep, comment, rate, more responses to these bros. We like bros. Please subscribe, hit the notification and see what else in your live streams. Okay, out of peace.